everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now if you're new around here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and don't forget to leave your comment down below when you're done watching the video. So guys, I log onto TikTok today and this is the first video I see, like this lady just bawling her eyes out. And I'm like, I have to share this because this is a trend that I've seen and I feel like it's something that I need to talk about.
Okay, this is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's going to happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy most of the time being a single mom. This shit is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be fucking hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids, most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question, just real talk, if motherhood is really something that you want anymore, because these men make it so hard. They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just fucking surviving, trying to raise these kids. Trying to do the best you can, and you get $250 a month. What the fuck? That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month, and my ex is a nurse. $250 a month. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. These men will take everything from you. They will promise you so much. They will promise you so much. And it will feel great at first. It will feel peaceful at first. And for some fucking reason, when you have their child, they will abandon you. They will discard you. Even if they don't cheat, even if they don't do anything significant, they'll emotionally turn away from you to the point where you leave. I left. I can't be in that. It is not what we were promised. It is not what you think it is. I promise you. I promise you. And before you come on here and say, oh, well, my situation's not like that. Good for you, honey. You are in the 1% of women that are very lucky. Because the rest of us don't have that. And the rest of us become single moms. And it sucks because all I wanted was to be a mom. I love being a mom. But the best parts of my motherhood were taken from me. And in fact, the first time I got pregnant, the man said he couldn't have kids. And then fought me in court for 5 years. Fought me in court for 5 years. To take away my son that he claimed in the beginning he wasn't even capable of producing because he didn't want to wrap it up at first. Yeah. Yep. I can't handle it. I can't handle this. I can't handle men anymore. Y'all are liars. You lie to women. You promise us a lot. We are objects to you. We are things that you put on your shelf. I am a human being, and my life is forever changed. My life is forever changed. I will never be the same. My youth was stolen from me. I had to put my boots on the ground and become a single mom at 21 years old. I didn't get to live. I didn't get to live. I didn't. My life is not what I wanted it to be. Not even close. But I love being a mom. I'm holding space for 2 things at one time. Just don't date men. We are at a point in society where we are waking up to to the reality of the patriarchy, which is a very real thing that I didn't used to believe in, and I fucking do now, to what men are really like. I will never see the change in men that I need to see to feel safe enough to ever date again in my entire life. It will take too long. The change that we need to see in men will take too long. It's 100, 200 years from now. So that's my life. So just don't date men. Just don't. Just focus on yourself. And don't have kids with the wrong person. And I don't know how to tell you what man is the right man because I thought they both were. I thought they both were the right man, and they were not.
Now, y'all, motherhood is not easy. Being a parent on its own is a huge adjustment and a huge shift in a person's life already. But one thing I'm noticing in these videos of the women who regret motherhood is that most of them just don't have the help they need from the father of the child. They don't have someone to fall back to. They don't have the village. And two, they don't have the means or the resources to take care of their child. They can't afford their kids. So this is why I believe that as a woman, the only time you must be open to having a child is when you have a supportive, caring partner. And two, you have the money to afford your child and afford all the help that you're gonna need with your child. I believe if you're gonna be in a committed relationship, it's very important that you vet the person and make sure that this is someone who is responsible and someone who will make a great father, and know that even if the relationship ends, this is someone who will be mature and responsible enough to maintain a good co-parenting relationship and will always prioritize the child. So when choosing a partner, women need to understand that by choosing the wrong partner, they're not only sabotaging themselves, but they're also sabotaging their child's life.
Hey guys, this is just like a video because I honestly don't know what to do anymore. I feel like I'm literally going crazy every single day, and I feel so beyond alone. Like, being a parent is the hardest thing I've ever experienced in my life. Or more, being a mother is the hardest thing I've ever experienced in my life. I always wanted to be a mum. I always wanted to have kids. I just thought things would be different. I don't know if I romanticized motherhood or I romanticized how I thought this life was gonna go. And now that I'm here, it's like I hate it. Like, I hate it. I hate it every single day. I don't want to be here. And it's like, I know I have nobody else to blame but myself, so I don't need people coming and telling me that it's my fault because I chose to have these kids. I know that. I know that it's my fault. I know that I can't blame anybody else. It was my decision that led to the situation that I'm in, but it doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't hurt any less. I don't know. Being a mother of a toddler is extremely challenging. The screaming, the tantrums, the yelling, and the overstimulation. Like, I'm just touched out. Like, I just need space. I need a break, and I don't get that. I don't get a break. I don't get space. I don't get time to myself. If he doesn't nap, I legit am just up 24/7 on go mode. Like, without breathing, without eating, without thinking, without stopping for a moment, because like, those naps are just that crucial part of your life, whether it's an hour, 2 hours, or like 3 hours. Like, it allows you to just sit down and breathe and just forget. Like, this shit is hard. And like, I'm just really tired. Like, I'm really fucking tired. And I just don't have anyone around me that like understands what I'm going through, or like is a mother. And like, I just feel like I'm constantly failing every single day. Like, know what to do anymore. It's the point where I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here for my kids. I don't want to be here for myself. I don't know. I don't want to cry on the internet, but it's like I don't have anybody else to talk to. I don't have anyone else to turn to. I don't have the community. I don't have the people around me. Like, it's just me, and I'm stuck, and I'm trying so hard every single day, but it shouldn't be this hard. I don't want to try anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. Like, it's just, I don't know, and it's my fault. Like, I know that it's my fault because my decisions led to this. I chose this. I just thought it'd be different. I thought it'd be easier in some ways. I don't know what I thought. I don't know. I just feel like I'm losing my mind.
I love my kids, but I absolutely do not enjoy motherhood. From the age of 15 to now, I have never had a time to have a break. I am always responsible to do everything. The kids' fathers, they help when they want to help. But if it's not convenient for them, then it's left on me. I told my kid's father that I was mentally going through it. This nigga gonna say, oh, well, that's your fault. He leaves the kids off on me whenever he wants to. Whenever he can't find a babysitter, he leaves them off on me. And then he sits over there and he blames me. It's always my fault when he can't find a babysitter. So I'm always taking an L when it comes to jobs, just about anything. My life does not matter. My schedule doesn't matter to him at all. If you truly do not want kids and a man wants kids, don't do it. Because then at some point you're going to really regret it. We're not going to say you're going to hate your kids. But if you're not ready for all the responsibility that comes with being a mom, and just in case he leave you alone, do not have any kids. I am so stressed out, as you guys can see. Look at my eyes. This shit is not fun.
And you hear a lot of people saying, oh, this is why it's very important to marry before you carry. But still, I feel like for women, it's usually one of two options. One, it's either you stick it out in the marriage for the sake of giving your kids a two-parent household. You stick out for the cheating, you stick out for the neglecting, the doing all the work by yourself, basically being a married single mother. Or two, you choose to fully become a single mother and possibly do all the work alone while you get crucified by the society because now you've quote unquote broken up a home, even if the home was already broken anyway. Now people are calling you undateable, even though we know it's not true because these men will still date you, but it's something they say to make women feel like they have to stick it out in these toxic relationships. But either way, I still feel like women still have to sacrifice themselves one way or the other when they decide to have a child.
The truth is, I don't like being a mom. I don't like motherhood. And let me explain. First, I want to make sure I make it clear. I love my child. I care for my child. I would never let anything happen to her. I don't enjoy motherhood because I have a different experience. Being a mother when you are a single mother is a totally different experience. And a lot of times, you don't get to enjoy being a mother, truly enjoy it. I know there's going to be mothers out there that say they enjoy every aspect no matter what their circumstances are, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy it because I was robbed of the true motherhood experience of having support, care, a true village. If you know, you know. As a single mom, you carry a whole different type of weight. It's almost as if you are in a constant survival mode. Even if you have a village such as your mom, your brother, sister, grandma, cousins, and aunties, that is not a permanent in-house village. Those are people that you have to go outside your home to help you. You don't have a partner here to truly help. If you just want to go run up the street to the store, if you just want to go get some quick gas, if you just want a late night snack, you always got to bring that baby. And again, it's not that I don't love my baby. It's just that sometimes it can be a burden to always have a child on your back and think about them and care for them and support them and protect them. It's just so much all the time. So my experience as a mother, it's not something that really brings me joy, if I'm going to be honest with you. Because I don't truly find joy within the motherhood experience, I probably come off a little mean and stern or annoyed towards my child. And that's something that I'm really trying hard to work on. But when I say 24 hours in a day, I am with my child. I do it for several reasons. One, because I have anxiety. When other people watch my child, that's a whole nother topic. Two, the village is very small, okay? So who else is going to do it? And I know the naysayers are going to come out and say, well, you laid down with that man, you chose him, you opened your legs, and you're 100% correct. But I want to be honest and transparent with you. I honestly didn't truly know what it was to be a mother until I became a mother. I had concepts, I had ideals of what a mother is because, looking at your own mother or looking at other women who have had children and looking at their experience, I thought I had an idea. But I should have known with my own worries and anxiety, I just did not think about it as deeply as I should have. And that is something that I hold myself accountable for. Trust me, I did not say, oh yeah, that's my baby daddy. Like, no, that's not how it happened. If you're grown, you know how I had a baby, okay? Having to carry all the weight and load of motherhood on your own shoulders 24/7, 365 days out the year, yeah, it's going to tarnish some things. It's going to make you feel some type of way. I do believe if I would to truly have a wanting, willing, caring, supportive partner, that I probably could thrive in motherhood. And also, now that I've had a child, I know that one is honestly my limit, but if I had a partner, maybe two. But yeah, this is really tough work. It's tough, it's hard, it's long. So if anyone asks me, I'm always going to be fully transparent. I want women to understand the truth of what it is and how it goes down. And also, shout out to all the moms out there, but especially the single moms, because it's hard. It's hard carrying it all by yourself. So if you were child free today, just make sure that you think about what you're truly getting yourself into, and if you truly, with all your fiber and being, want to be a mom and just ready to take on that with or without a partner. Bye, girl.
I literally hate being a mom. But I love my child, but I hate being a mom. And I feel like people that are only moms can only understand this saying. You can love your child but hate being a mom, because being a mom comes with so much responsibility. But the thing that I hate most about being a mom is the fact of how vulnerable it makes me, and the fact that every single decision I make, I have to think about my child. Like, there's no form of selfishness, if you get what I mean. I really hate how vulnerable that makes me. Some people love that about being a mom, like you're vulnerable, like me, no. Like, bro, I think about so many things. If my child gets bullied, if my child goes to someone's house and they do something, like, that is putting not only them, but me in a vulnerable position, if you get what I mean. And I can be strong for my child so much. Do you get it? Like, they're going to have to go through certain things in life that I'm not going to have any control over, heartbreak, all of that. And it's like, damn, like, I understand it's hurting my child, but it's putting me in such a vulnerable position. It's just such a hard thing, a very, very hard thing.
And something I'm noticing in these videos is that it's said that women have to make it clear that, oh, I don't hate my child, I love my child. Like, of course you love your child, and it's sad because women are not given a safe space to just vent about motherhood and to vent about their, issues, the challenges they face. So now they feel like they have to overcompensate and emphasize that they are not saying these things because they hate their kids. But it's like, of course you don't hate your child. It's okay to love your child and still admit that, the whole motherhood thing is not easy, or maybe possibly it's not even for you. It's not something you thought through. But that's the video, guys. Please do let me know what you think down the comment section, and I will see you guys on the next video.
So my daughter graduated from kindergarten today, and I'm just filled with just joy and happiness because my baby is a grad. She's moving on to grade 1. But I just want to talk about some of the reasons why I would never do this again. I would never choose to have another child, right? Now, this is my second time around being a mom. And especially this second time around, has literally left a bad taste in my mouth. And I would never think of ever putting enough trust in a man to think that he would have my back and my best interest and my child's best interest by being delusional enough to give him a child.
right? Because when you're with someone and you go into that relationship expecting for it to work out, expecting for your child to be under the same roof with both parents, right, until they're grown, and even then, and have it not work out, plus on top of that, just battling with co-parenting, battling with difficulty from your child's father, it literally has left a bad taste in my mouth. And it's so funny because you will be with a man and you think you're safe with him, and you say, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna chance it, and then when the child comes, for whatever reason, you choose to break up, but them find money for everything, them always have money for carry out them new girl, floss on them new girl, do this, do that. They don't complain when they do these things for their woman. But anytime you as the child's mother need something to be done, it's always met with difficulty, it's always met with resistance, and it's just very challenging. And suddenly this man that you think, or you convinced yourself would be a great father, turns around to be literally the weapon that formed against you, right? So today I'm gonna be talking about motherhood and why I would never choose to do this again with anyone. Now, motherhood isn't easy. I know this. I know what it takes to be a mother. I'm not talking about social media mother. I'm not talking about mother with a post picture with Penny. I'm talking about wake up in the morning, get the Penny ready in the morning for go school. We're talking about breakfast mother. We're talking about drop off mother, pick up mother. We're talking about extracurricular mother. We're talking about Christmas carol concert mother. We're talking about sports day mother. We're talking about Heritage Day. We're talking about Jamaica Day. We're talking about homework. We're talking about project. Right? It takes a lot to be present and to be a mom. I know this, right? Like I said, this is my second time around parenting, and the resistance and the difficulty that I've been met with my child's father, like I said, I would never do this again. And I want women to know that every woman's experience with motherhood is going to be different. But I'm gonna write down some things, I'm gonna tell you what I think. The person you choose to have children with will absolutely make or break your mothering experience. You hear that? The person you choose to have children with will make or break your mothering experience, because the presence or absence are just, what's the word I'm looking for? The presence or absence, or just the difficulty that you have to deal with someone who is hell-bent on making your life a living hell is going to affect your child or your children. That's what I want to say. It is for sure going to affect your child and your children. And I'm not sure anybody ever saw that video where statistics shows that raising children, the ultimate factor that determines how well your children turn out is the mother's happiness. And I can speak from personal experience, where I remember growing up, my mother always stressed, she always depressed, and I saw how that affected me as a child. Imagine co-parenting with somebody who constantly chooses to go to them way and be difficult with you, somebody who is constantly at odds with you. In no way you're going to be happy. And if you are the primary caregiver for your child, which oftentimes mothers are, it's going to cause difficulty for your children. You get me? I say it's not easy for you to maneuver all of that and to deal with all of that while being present and being happy, because you have so much things to not be happy about in terms of the whole co-parenting. It just makes it 10 times harder for you, right? Motherhood, for some it is very rewarding, it's very fulfilling, and for others it's very difficult, it's very challenging, and not every woman will enjoy motherhood. You know, I personally, I've not had a bad experience with being a mother. Me personally, if I could be a mother and have someone who is present, someone who wanted to have a family, someone who chooses to, you know, be cordial and respectful, then of course I would have another child. But just to know, say, yo, you have a child with somebody who always wants to be difficult, like, ain't no way I'm doing this again. Ain't no way. And yes, when women say that them never see that side here other person before, them mean what them say, because people need to understand that people give other people different versions of themselves. And that's why sometimes you hear people, man to woman things, and people that say, oh, but never think about that. You're not around him, and the version of him that you receive is not the version necessarily that I receive. So people, and this can be applied to all different people in life and all different situations, whether they are work, whether it's a friendship, it doesn't matter. You're going to get a different version of people every single time. I need women to understand who's never had any children that motherhood is permanent. Whether you decide to get a child for adoption or somebody else raise a child, it is a lifetime as long as your child liveth, right? And even in death, you are somebody's mother. So think about it realistically. Like it's something that you choose, and it's like a lifetime commitment, right? And as I said, motherhood looks differently for different people. If you don't have support, if you don't have help, it's going to be 10 times harder, because in some ways motherhood can be like a self-sacrifice. You know, like sometimes you can afford to do things for yourself as well as show up and do things for your child financially, but oftentimes people find it very challenging to do things for themselves. They might feel like choose. So sometimes you might want to do something for yourself, and because you're not able to do it, and you're probably used to doing it, and know you have to be putting your child's needs first, it sometimes often leaves you feeling a certain way, you know, like a loss of a life that could have been lived, or just a loss of you, your identity, who you are as a woman. And I'm thankful that I've always strike a balance between motherhood and self-care. I try to keep up myself in the best way possible that, you know, that is economical. I'm not for the bank, but I still want to look good. I still want to dress up every now and then. I still want to go out. I'm just very thankful and very blessed to be able to not only be a mother and provide for my children, but to also be there and provide for myself as well, because not being able to do that would have made me miserable. And I'm just sorry. And don't get me wrong, you know, it's not like I've not gone through periods of hardship, you know, right, where I'm probably have to choose between doing something, you know. But the fact is, I'm at a place right now where it's not challenging, and I'm just I'm just very thankful. So the takeaway from this video for women who has not yet or are considering to have children and just probably not make up your mind yet, like I mentioned, the person that you choose to have children with will make or break your motherhood experience. 1, 2, motherhood can be very physically and mentally exhausting. 3, not having a strong support system is going to make mothering 10 times harder, because we all need a break. Trust me, that's why I say them go to school to get a break from them sometimes. Sometimes it feels like social isolation, especially if none of your friends have kids, and then you have a kid. Sometimes you feel like isolated. You probably choose to not go out with your friends anymore, or sometimes they just wither away because them just on 2 different spectrum. You get what I say? But yeah, for me, I will definitely not be having any more children. This second experience have left a bad taste in my mouth, and we just not do this again.